Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and very good day to my honorable lecturer Dr. Muhammad Anif. My name is Muhammad Arif bin Amiruddin from KBA 2424C. My metric number is 2021-114-115. In this video, I am assigned to explain everything that we need to know about this one Sharia contract, which is by Istisna. Without further ado, we will start with the definition. From literal definition, buy al-istisna mean to request someone to manufacture an asset. In technical definition, buy al-istisna is defined as a contractual agreement with manufacturer to produce item with specified description at predetermined price and manufactured from his own material and his own effort. There are also definitions by other scholars and institutions where I will only pick some of it. From Muhammad Ma'sum Billah said, buy al-istisna is an agreement of sale in which supplier or manufacturer is asked to supply goods or specifications at agreed rates, place and time of delivery. By Imam Al-Kasani and Mawsu'ah Al-Quwaitiyah, whereby al-istisna is a contract that commission a worker to manufacture an item that is defined a liability on him. Other than scholars, institutions such as Malaysian Accounting Standard Board (MASB) define buy al-istisna as a contract of exchange whereby an IFI, at the request of the customer, acquires an asset for purchase or construction based on specifications by customer. The payment of acquisition price to manufacturer, developer or vendor of the asset made upfront by predetermined future date. Let's move on to the pillars of buy al-istisna, which are musta'ni or customer, sani or manufacturer, ras al-mal or price, masnu or product, and sirah where ijab and kabul is taken place. There are two types of istisna, which are classical istisna and parallel istisna. Classical istisna simply involves two parties, which is the customer and the manufacturer. This is the flow of classical istisna.
It started with the customer reaches the manufacturer and requests the manufacturer to assemble a specified asset for the customer followed accurately according to the customer standard and description. Secondly, after the manufacturer agreed with the demand of the customer then pays the price to manufacturer in installments or cash based on their agreement. Lastly, after the manufacturing process is completed, the delivery process of the completed asset by the manufacturer to the customer on the delivery date. This is the flow of operation for the classical buy al-istisna.
In parallel istisna, there are three contracting parties involved in parallel buy al-istisna and consists of two separating contracts. This is the flow of parallel istisna.
It started with the customers that has a need or desire to acquire an asset to be manufactured or constructed. For example, a factory, the customer need to come to the Islamic bank for financing. The Islamic bank will act on behalf of the manufacturer and enters into buy al-istisna contract with the customer. The price is evaluated by the bank's cost with profit margin. After that, the bank that acts as the customer will enter the parallel contract, which is the second contract with the manufacturer to construct the assets such as factory, for example, as agreed specification from the customer. Next, the Islamic bank will pay for the cost of construction the asset to the manufacturer in the second contract. The Islamic bank will carry on delivery process to the customer or the ultimate buyer once the construction of asset is done on its delivery date. Occasionally, the Islamic bank will appoint an agent from the manufacturer to deliver the asset to the customer on its behalf. Finally, the ultimate buyer pays the price of the asset to the Islamic bank in form of installments or lump sum according to the agreement. This is the flow of operation for the parallel istisna.
There are three conditions in buy al-istisna. Firstly, condition of subject matter or masnu. The asset that need to be constructed or manufactured must be determined precisely in its kind, type, quality and quantity, as buy al-istisna contract is a form of sale of the non-existent. Secondly is the condition of time delivery. The time of delivery of the constructed asset should be specified clearly to avoid uncertainty and ambiguity which may lead to dispute among the parties involved. Lastly, the condition of price. Price of the contract can be in form of money, usufruct, and commodity. It can be paid through installment according to the different stage of the construction. There is an article written by Burhan Ali Shah and Ghulam Shabir Khan Niyazai where their main concern is to explore the issue existing in the application of Bay al-Istisna and Bay al-Salam, where the interviews indicated that allowing an indefinite amount of time to assess the suitability of the item to be supplied in Bay al-Salam and Bay al-Istisna might result in gharar or uncertainty in the transaction. To eradicate such abnormalities from Bay al-Salam and Bay al-Istisna procedure, Islamic bank must bear ownership-related risks and practically supervise the actual application of Islamic modes of financing. From the article that was analysed, it is safe to say that whatever an Islamic contract involves, a thorough investigation and research are much needed to avoid dispute between parties because Islamic contract requires detailed approach in handling every issue that contradicting the value of the contract. That's all for me. Thank you for lending your ear. My name is Muhammad Arif bin Amiruddin and I'm signing off. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.